Let's see. Good morning, Rolf. It's still early. Still early for the puppo. Still early for the pup. It's a Monday morning, everybody. Good morning to everybody. What? We've got 5 people. Good morning, everybody. What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. It's Mornings with Brock. Monday morning with Brock. Mondays with Brock. Good morning. Time to rock and roll. King of the Flamingos. Good morning. Good morning, Carlotta. Good morning, Hager. Good morning, Captain. Good morning. How has everybody's weekend been? Clean Girl, good morning to you. Good morning, Daniel, Niffer, Max, good morning. Hager's saying good morning to everybody for me. I don't need to say good morning anymore. Hager's just going to say good morning to everyone. I don't want to set the world on fire, Rusty Measer, my friend. Good morning, Free, the Ancient Ones. Free, this is the first time I've seen you like at the beginning of the show. It's usually like near the end that you show up. Kent Albush. Good morning. Good morning, Herbie. Good morning, Sandman Mountain Mush Lab. Good morning to you, friend. Laura Devine, Daniel Cunningham. Hey, good morning to you. So, good morning to Toucan Chef. Ah, man. People keep wondering, like, who are all these people? I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Man. It's like we're on a schedule or something. What? Sandman's here before I am. I'm not even here yet. And everybody's here. Good morning, the great unknown. Are we wearing blue today? Pants? No pants today. Come on, Captain. I don't wear pants. It's a medical thing, kind of. I don't wear pants. Come on, man. We're wearing shorts today. Good morning, Mushmouth. Good morning to G. Cesario. Where are they all coming from? I don't know, Cesario. I don't know. It's not a bottomless part. No. We're wearing shorts. Good morning, MDK. Bill D says no pants too early. Too early for pants for Bill D. I get it. I totally get it. Summertime mornings, oh God, they're always too early. I woke up at 6 this morning. Actually, that's not true. I woke up at like 4:30. Couldn't get back to bed. Opened my eyes around 6. And there's daylight coming through. Like, oh man. As soon as you see daylight, you're like, wow, well, you're screwed. I don't know if any of you have ever been stuck behind an aluminum foil curtains. Have you ever had curtains made of foil? You hate the sunlight. Alright? The more foil that you've ever had on your windows is the further away from the sun you've ever gotten. I know some of us have had that experience. That's a weird little correlation. The more foil on your windows, the more you hate the sun. I can tell you that. Okay. we're gonna dibber dabble. We're gonna dibble dabble, dibber dabble. But I think we all understand, like, it's like the casino. Like, the casino blocks everything out so that you don't know what the passage of time is all about, you know? And that's what, you know. Good morning, MVP. Morning to Kim, even though she's not here this morning. She's teaching. Or is Kim here? And she done with her class? I didn't see. Higgerblump saying, good morning, Kim. It's just, good morning to Paige. Good morning to Jolie. It's just 6 minutes of good morning. There's Kim Balden. Holy balls and a half. Summer school's over. You're done. Oh, man. Now we can have a show. You guys are getting ready for this upcoming weekend. Is it really a weekend? Upcoming Saturday, Sunday festival. Good morning. Alright, so here's a question. Are we all the mornings done? Are we all here? More or less? What should I do? Should I... Okay. There we go. I tell you what. I've got 3 different flavors here of Dibble Dabble. 3 different flavors. The first person to give me any of these flavors I'll do a reading. And we can jump on the wheel. We got runts. We got garlic breath. We got honey. We got wedding cake. Almost one of them, Herbie. We got lemon OG. We got grape. We got Skittles. We got Gorilla Glue. Trainwreck. Purple Chem. Blackberry. Almost. Daniel Cunningham. Wedding cake. Skittles. Lemon sugar. Wedding crap. One of these 3. Alright? One of these 3. Diesel. Blood cake. Purple haze. Girl Stout cookies. Almost D. Anderson. Gelato. Ice cream cake. Grateful Unknown. We got 1. Grateful, we got you. Alright. One of these 2. Grateful Unknown, you're on the board. You're on the board, I got you. Great Unknown. Alright? So we got animal cookies. Alright, next one. Hold on. Let's see if anybody's gotten it. Ice cream, or wait, no, ice cream cake was, yeah. That was ice cream cake. I gave the other one away. I gave another one away. Ice cream. What was the other one away? What did I give away? Oh, man, I gave an answer away. Alright? Great Unknown, you're on the board. I gave you guys, I was like, oh man, what's the other one? Oh yeah, the other one. Animal cookies. Bill D, you're there. Animal cookies. Boom, we got animal cookies, gone. Bill D, you're on the board. Bill D, Great Unknown. Both of you are on the board. Last one gets cards read. What? Last one. This guy right here. If you guess what this is, I'll get your cards. Alright, and if you said it already, and I haven't read it already, you haven't said it. Alright, we're reading now. Bill D, Great Unknown. And now we got this one. Headband, Earwax, Alien Snot, Jelly Bean, Critical Kush, Gary Payton, Gelato, Gelati. Great Unknown's trying to get on the board twice. Atomic Bud, London Pound Cake, Headband, Berry Stomper, PB Breath, Mimosa, My Mom, I'd smoke your mom. Gary Payton. Blue Dream CCS. Censored Citizen Scientist. I'm gonna read your friggin' cards. Bill D. Great Unknown. Censored Citizen Scientist. Got the wheel taken care of already. Blue Dream. Animal Cookies. Ice Cream Cake. Blue Dream is, should I dibble dabble all three? I wasn't going, I tried dibble dabbling all three. Let's just get the first dibble dabble out of the way. I tried to do like the dab run. They call it a run, like if they give you like 3 shots at the bar. Would you like a run? Would you like a rum run? Or what I paid $100 one time for 3 shots of tequila. It was a tequila run. All right. Flight? Was that what it is? That's what it is. It's a flight. A run or a flight. Tequila flight. I paid Ka tequila. That's the most expensive tequila I've ever had. Ka. K-A-H, I believe. I paid $99 for 3 shots of tequila that I didn't drink. Bought it for this girl. Holy back. Alright, so we're just gonna do it. Let's just go after it. Let's just die on a Monday, right? If I'm gonna die on any day, it might as well be on a Monday. So, we're gonna try and, we're gonna do a triple dibble dabble. A dibble dabble. A dibble dabble. A dibble dabble. A triple dibble dabble. A triple dabble. I'm trying to work it out here. Alright? Let's just do a triple dibble dabble. And then CCS, I'll read your cards. And then we'll get into the book. We got the book. It's a Monday. It's a Monday, everybody. How'd your Monday go? What'd you do this weekend? I didn't really do much this weekend. I watched a lot of Alone. The show Alone. New season started up. I haven't seen the new episodes yet. Just trying to watch all the Alone over and over again. Holy crap. Is that a hard show to watch? Oh, like, all in one shot. Because, like, it's depressing. After, like, the first episode, everyone's like, oh my god, I'm starving. Like, what? You just watch people starve for 30, 40 days. They're like, we don't want to do survival. We should do thrival. You're surviving, jerk. Alright. Speaking of, let's do this. Alright, let's just get the death out of the way. Alright? Let's just get the death. Get it all done. Alright, I'm gonna cough like a champion. We're all gonna cough like a champion. Get yourselves ready. Alright. Alright. I also watched, I finished watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Not the new episodes yet, although I did catch up. Man, what a fun show that is. I actually didn't really like the new seasons, new episodes, until I rewatched them again. And I thought they sold out a little. That's number one. You know, they were kind of mailing it in a touch, and it's funny because they reference on the show, I think we're going to mail this one in. It's funny. That's number 2. Already. I thought this show was about mushrooms. No. We do mushrooms. We grow them. Next week, we'll get back into the grow tent, I think. But it's Mondays. Monday morning with Brock, it's anything. I'm the guy that, like, people show up on Mondays because they saw Pops on Friday, and they're all like, oh man, this guy was crazy on Friday. And then they show up on Monday and they're like, who the hell is this guy? I'm the warm-up act. Okay, everybody, let's quit messing around. Let's get to some cards. CCS, are you ready for this? I bring up alone because CCS looks like the winner of season 2. I don't know if you've ever seen the show Alone. Censored Citizen Scientist. But the guy that wins season 2 looks totally like you. Totally like you. It's aggravating. Homeless and starving, yes. That's funny, CCS. No, he looks totally like you. It's really disconcerting. The entire show, I'm like, dude, Chris, you gotta have better ideas than that. Like, you don't have to do that. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my friend. You don't gotta do that to yourself. This guy, like, I know that guy. That guy, this show isn't real at all. I know that guy. I know CCS. He's not that. He's not doing any of that. Why is Chris pretending like he's starving for the last, 79 days, 78 days? It's ridiculous. Alright, I know Chris. There's no way. Censored Citizen Science, CCS. Just shorten your actual name. If you have to, like, initiate your one name, CCS, just get a shorter name. Dan. Just call yourself Dan. Not Censored Citizen Scientist. You know what Dan stands for? Dan. Alright. Here we go. Let me give you the spiel real quick, because I like doing the spiel. So I'm about to read your cards, CCS. I just washed the cards. We're just talking about nothing while I do this. I don't necessarily believe... wow, the coughing. I don't necessarily believe in tarot, and I know that your SO. Just don't let her listen to any of this, okay? Technically, legally, morally, spiritually, I am not allowed to read CCS's cards. But I'm about to, so... you have to get a, she is Dibble dabbling. Alright, I'm just letting you know, like, I know what's at stake here, okay? I know what's at stake here. So, 1, 2, or 3, CCS. I'm just saying, like, she knows that we're all tapping into the devil right now. She absolutely knows that this is start with 1. Start? What, you trying to get, like, let's just go with 1. So I do a then, now, and later, or coming up, or whatnot reading. A 3-card reading, Chris, CCS. And I like to use the little booklet that came with the cards until this thing falls apart. I just like doing it. It's a little annoying, and people are like, "What? What's going on?" But anyhow, we're gonna do a full facial reading. You're gonna get my face this entire reading. It's gonna be really weird for me trying to like make sure I don't have a booger somewhere going on there. But alright, it's Monday, everybody. I didn't really do anything. What'd you do this weekend? I haven't seen anybody like I climbed Everest or anything like that. Has anybody climbed Everest? Alright, we'll start off CCS. I think everybody knows what your first name friggin' is by now. I'm really bad at this, like, anonymity thing. Here we go. First card. I'm just gonna flip it this way. And we're gonna get you with the 10 of Swords. This is then. This is leading up to. This is what we've been working with. Alright? This is where you've been. 10 of Swords. This isn't good. Not much I know. Hip Kitty Cherie on Instagram. Hip_Kitty, however you spell it. Cherie, that one word, _. She goes, I really like your intuition for cards. I'm like, I'm making it up like 75% of the time. She goes, yeah, but nobody really knows. 10 of Swords. A prostrate figure pierced by all the swords belonging to the card. Whatsoever is intimated by the design, also pain, affliction, tears, sadness, desolation. You just got pierced by 10 friggin' swords. The book says, what's the card telling you? Something is weighing you down. The burdens of the world have pinned you to where you are, or where you were. Big old burdens. Shit got real. You became the fan for a moment. And everything was just hitting you for a minute. That's what this is. Well, looks like you just became the fan. Alright, let's see how much of that is sprayed around. Next card. Sometimes the world just hits us and there's not much we can do except blow it away. Alright. Leading up to today, to now, to when, to what? To the Magician. The Magician. Dude, Chris. CCS. Censor. The Magician. Number 1. Oh, he is number 1. Skill, diplomacy, address, sickness, pain, loss, disaster, self-confidence, will of the querent himself. So we know that the path of the Fool is displayed more or less through the upper cards, the greater arcana of the tarot. And so like 1 through, 1 through 21, there's 21 steps for the Fool to take, and the first one is the Magician. And if you think of the Magician, it's like the guy, you drop the world to go chase after beans. Now you're going after a beanstalk. Alright, you got clouds coming. You want to go chase after clouds because someone told you it's okay to chase after clouds. Alright? You want to go do whatever the hell you want now because you're over it. You're just over it. Alright, whatever it is that was holding you down, you're friggin' over it. That's what this is. I'm ready for something else. I'm ready to be convinced. I am open-minded. So you stayed open-minded. Today, you're just over it. Whatever that was, just let that go. Because someone's telling you there's something else you can go after. A magician, if you will. Someone that may or may not is selling beans. The guy that sold the beans to Jack, do you think he knew that there was a giant beanstalk that was going to go all the way up to the clouds? I don't think so. Jack bought those magic beans. You bought the magic beans, broke everything, and now you're ready to climb the giant beanstalk. You see a beanstalk in front of you. Dude, CCS, if this is making any sense, here we go. Alright? You're about to climb the beanstalk. Because you're wasting your money on magic beans. Let's see what happens. 6 of Pentacles. We don't get pentacles around here. Oh boy, we don't get pentacles at all around here. 6 of Pentacles. Alright? Wasting your money on. Look at all those beans. Going up a magical beanstalk now to get to the 6 of Pentacles. 1 in the guise of a merchant weighs money, in a pair of scales and distributes it to the needy and distressed. Presents, gifts, gratification. Another account says attention, vigilance. Now is the accepted time, present prosperity. Dude! You stole the harp. You're gonna steal a harp from a giant? A golden egg! You got golden eggs coming! Oh, because you decided, screw it, I'm going up the beanstalk. I wasted my money on the beanstalk. Screw it, I'm going up. You're coming back with the golden egg. It's not for you, though. That's the shit of it all. But you gotta give that egg away. Aw, man. You'll be fine. Give the egg back to the goose. I don't know if this really made any sense. How the hell do you get from 10 of Swords to the Magician to the 6 of Pentacles? And I just told Jack and the Beanstalk story right there. Wasting money on your beans, went up a beanstalk, came down with a golden egg that you don't get to keep. Watch out for beans, CCS. Or you're going to go up a beanstalk and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. You're just going to come back and be like, well, alright, let's try not to buy any more beans. Dude. I hope that was good. I hope that was alright. I actually kind of like that one. That was fun. That was fun. I hope that was good. Thank you. That was a lot of fun, actually, being able to figure that one out. Jack and the Beanstalk. What the hell am I doing with these cards? Dear Hip Kitty Cherie, I'm really sorry. I apologize. You know? That's what happens when I play with cards and, like, I try. See, there's nothing satanic about that at all. To CCS is a significant. There's nothing. You're not going to hell. You're just going up in the clouds. You're just going to climb a beanstalk. That's all. Alright? We're not summoning. We're summoning giants if we're summoning anything. Just telling stories. Telling fables. Getting him in trouble, getting him in trouble, trying to get him in trouble. It's a Monday. We're going to get into the book. I'm really glad you guys are here. I wish we had a little bit of background music and we didn't have to worry about YouTube, like, doing the whole suspension of things. But, let me talk about this one thing real quick. Let's pull this forward a touch so you can see all the way up my nose. There we go. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, right there. That's a good angle. Thursday Thursday. I don't get mail very often. But I get this box. And it's sloshing around. It's moving around. It's a big 1 by 2 foot box. I'm not sure. Standard shipping box, I suppose. And, it's to Mr. Brock. First name is spelled correctly, thank you. Lobster. Except it's lob and then steer. Like S-T-E-I-R. Lobster. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's a lobster? Lobster. It's Brock Lobster. Right? But, so I gotta think it's like an IG friend. Didn't even, it's like lobster, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I opened them, and I can't figure out what the hell's in the box. Like, I'm shaking this box. I'm like, it better not be carbonated. I mean, it better not be alive. We're all dead. I open it up, and it's sloshing around. Turns out it's not brains. It's not a dead thing. Someone sent me a box of splash water. 2 6-packs of splash water. I'm like, man, this is Derek Anderson. I bet it's Derek. No note in there. I'm gonna open it up. We're gonna taste. Correct. Hydrate. We're gonna taste test it. I haven't tried any. It's the first one. All right. Boy, oh boy, Jesus Christ, I've done that. No, not with LSD. But with the tinfoil on the window stuff. That was the very first time I ever tried that stuff. But, water, hydrate. But it's flavored. It's got 0 calorie, but with electrolytes. So, it's not Derek Anderson. I know it's not Derek Anderson. I think, is it Herbie? Is it you, Herbie? Houston Mush Lab? You're the only one that's ever said, like, I think it's Herbie that sent this. But I can't figure it out. Alright? I can't figure out who sent it. There's no note. Nobody was like, haha, you should hydrate. It's not the Meltons. Is it Nerd Nature? I'm trying to figure out. Alright, we got this opened. Splash water. Hold on. It's nutrition facts. Alright, before I even... It wasn't you, Herbie? I'm gonna drink it, Mike, I promise you. Check the tracking. Now, I don't want to check. I have the box still, the wads, but like there's nothing else. Yeah, we're gonna get to the ingredients here, Chris. Hold on. Purified water is the very first ingredient. Alright. Purified water. Less than 0.5% of natural flavors is the second one. And then citric acid and magnesium are the next two. Purified water, drop of flavor. Okay. Nutrition facts, sodium 50 milligrams. 2% of my daily allotted amount of salt is in one of these. So, other than that, magnesium 15 milligrams. 4% of my daily allotted. I need magnesium here. Alright, let's taste. You ever take like you ever take one of your ices and like melt it into a cup so that it kind of you can drink your icy, right? And you did enough with the ices that you had like a full glass full of just liquid icy. Because you didn't have orange juice, but you had ices. This tastes like icy, like melted icy. Which means it tastes like a lot of water. And like not enough of flavor attached to the water for it to be like, you should keep drinking it. I'm going to drink that one because it's water. And I don't think it's supposed to be about the flavor anyway. Anyways. I don't know, Bill D. I don't know. It's not bad. It's flavored water. So, but it's wild berry blast splash flavored water. Like if you took one of your Migos or whatever one of those like squeeze bottle drink things, right? And you know how it says like you should do 4 squeezes? This tastes like you only did 2 squeezes. Not bad. I just feel like maybe you could be a little bit more. Streety, is Street here? Street Clyde, Streety? I didn't see Street. Is Streety here? We can get on with the book if Streety's here. I'm not going to give anything to the kids at the park. Moonshine. Look at me. You see me giving things to kids at the park? I can't even give things to my dog at the park. I gotta take my... Quit trying to take that dog! I look like I'm trying to steal my own dog. And every time... That's not true. I'm cute and adorable. Hello, Streety. I haven't seen you. I probably saw you last week. I don't know. Did you come in late? I feel like you came in late when I was reading. And everyone was like, oh, wow, Streety. And you're like, oh, yeah, it's me, Streety. I gotta go now. And here I am, I'm reading. Dude, I got Ruff working the corner all the time. Ruff selling shrooms. Ruff and I are like pals. He sits outside my door, waits for me to come out. Hey, what are you doing? Dude, I'm just waiting for you. Now I can wag my tail and go be a dog. I'm like, oh man, you're adorable. But you were late. Yeah, okay. I thought you were late, Streety. I thought, you know, one of us paying attention. Alright, so for the last few weeks we've been reading Become What You Are. We're over halfway through it, maybe 3/5 of the way through it. From the beginning. Alright, this is like, for those of you that like haven't read the Bible from the beginning, this isn't the Bible. This is a white guy talking about Eastern mysticism. Alan Watts, written by Alan Watts. But we're finally reading the damn book all the way through from the beginning. And it's been a slog. There have been some where it's like, what the hell is he talking about? And I've also been like really annoyed with myself and some of the heckling that I do, but I'm not going to stop. Just because I see the problem doesn't mean I'm not going to not be the problem. Alright. Before we do, let's dibble dabble it up, shall we? Alright. I'm not going to do the 3-runner. I kind of want to do, for the very first time, I'm going to show you this. I don't know if I should be proud of this or not. This is my reclaim jar. Reclaim-ish jar. And there's like reclaim in the bottom there. Beautiful looking reclaim. But I've also got, what is that over on the other side? I think that's CBD. And then on top there is a little bit of Blue Dream. Just kind of gonna like mix it all together. After I don't know, I feel like there's gonna be a moment where I'm like, ooh, okay. Let's just mix it all together. Melt it down, sit it outside, let it all melt itself into itself. I kind of want to do that this week anyways. But I want to take a hit of this Reclaim. It's been like calling to me, and I figured, Monday, that's the day to do it, and then we'll get into the book, okay? So, for the next half hour. So if you guys want to, like, whoever wants to, like, do an Irish accent and just leave without saying a word, right now is a good time to do it. Or when I'm reading, when I'm not paying attention. Alright, who are my 3 people? I had Great Unknown, Bill D, and CCS. Is it 7:10? Is it 7:10 today? I thought, dude, we're gonna dibble. I'm gonna take 3 hits of this. I'm gonna take 3 hits of this, just for that. It's 7:10. Paige, happy oil day, folks. Happy concentrates day. Oh wow, I forgot it was gonna be 7:10 today, dude. All right. We're just gonna do, you know what, Paige? Just for that, we're going all 4. We're doing this. This is a run, not a flight. This is a run, all right. And then we'll get into the book, and we're gonna go hard too. Oh boy, we're gonna go hard. I'm gonna try and die, all right. On 7:10 day, this is Brock, son of Pops, doing a concentrate run. Alright? So we got, what should I start? Blue Dream to the Reclaim, or start with the Reclaim on over to the Blue Dream? What should I do? Alright, what order? This way or that way? MB says, we're gonna go hard on MB. Is actual Reclaim first, iPod. Alright, iPod. Reclaim says, let's go for it first. Oh boy. Paige, this is all your fault, Paige. If anybody's like, what the hell's going on? I don't know. Paige. Animal Cookies is indica-ish, kind of harsh. None of these are like high quality. Like these are all the cheapers at the store. I don't care. I love them. So they're kind of a little not as smooth as it could be. They're like badder maybe. Then here we got Reclaim, Animal. I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try and hold until I take the next hit. That's called like a Chicago style. Okay? So everybody get yourselves ready if you're dibble dabbling with me. Come on, MVP, don't be a pussy. Alright? I said it. One. That's 2. That's 3. Oh man. Oh man. Why do humans do this stuff? Why do we do this stuff? Why do we intentionally make ourselves sweat? Get the dad sweats? Why do we intentionally do this stuff to ourselves? All to chase some. I'm gonna do this again in like 2 hours. I haven't really like caught the call. I think I pussy hit some of those. And I really am sorry about my words right now, but like, oh man, that. Why do we do that? I don't know. Pop said that a couple years ago. We were all ripping this bong. And just coughing our balls off. And Pop said, this is what we do to ourselves on purpose. And we're all just like slobber coughing. You know the slobber cough. Like, stuff coming out of your nose. You're all laughing. Trying not to, you know, just giggle festing all over your slobber coughs. So, but yeah, we are potheads, yeah. You know. Anyhow. Okay. Thanks, Paige, for that. That was nice. That was Paige coming in to direct the show for a minute. So, producer Paige, you can add that to your resume. You're now a producer. So, 710 day. Thank you, everybody. That was great. Friggin' high. Is there? We're gonna get through. We're just gonna get through this, and so we're gonna. I'm gonna read this. All right, we're gonna run over time. Stick with me if you want. Say hi to each other. Listen along. But here we go. We're not going halvesies on this one. We're going all the way because I am really friggin'. Thanks, Paige. Is there an unconscious? When we say that the chief contribution of modern psychology to human knowledge is the concept of the unconscious mind, we have to be careful of our terms. For the idea of the unconscious does not belong by any means to all modern psychology, and those schools to which it does belong have somewhat different views on the subject. The concept is associated principally with the names of Freud, Jung, and Adler, but there is no one name which covers their three schools. Freud's system is psychoanalysis, Jung's is analytical psychology, Adler's is individual psychology. A quick aside, this was written in the 60s. A lot of psychology's gone on since then. So, like, if you're, like, sitting there like, dude, why are we talking about defunct psychologies? Like, if you're smart enough to have that question running around in your head, you're not paying attention. There is no real reason, however, why they should not all be called psychoanalysis. Because if, as is frequently done, we group them under the name modern psychology, we thereby group them with such important systems as Gestalt psychology, in which the concept of the unconscious plays no part. Popularly, it is believed that psychoanalysis teaches that man has an unconscious mind. This is not strictly true, for the unconscious is not to be understood as an entity or mental organism having definite location and identity. There is no actual division between the unconscious and the rest of the human organism, for it bears somewhat the same relation to the mind as the glands, liver, kidneys, etc., bear to the body. They are integral parts of the body, but we are not ordinarily conscious of them. Dude, the only time you feel your kidneys is when you're not supposed to feel your kidneys. The only difference is that the unconscious has no specific boundaries. It consists rather of the condition of being unaware of certain desires, impulses, tendencies, reactions, and fantasies in our mental and emotional makeup. It has its physical parallel in the condition of being unaware of various bodily organs and processes. There appears, however, to be little or no mention of the unconscious in religious, mystical, and occult philosophy. Indeed, to many students of these matters, the idea is distasteful. And Freud, so the unconscious, like the thing that drives you, the thing that guides you, when it, like, hey, maybe I should eat. Like, why are you having that maybe? You know, like, it's that maybe behind everything you're about to do. The unconscious, right? So psychology says it's a maybe. Religion, mysticism, and occult philosophies, they find students of these matters, the idea is distasteful. And Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, has never been forgiven for regarding religion as a neurosis. In fact, the majority of religious or heterodox persuasion regard psychoanalysis in all its forms as an upstart science whose avowed object is to debunk all the noble impulses of humanity by ascribing them to repressed sexuality. Read the book. Which is funny. I mean, no. I'm not trying to like see myself without pants on just because I'm taking shrooms. I'm just taking shrooms. Sometimes I see God. I don't know, like, much of the contempt in which psychoanalysis is held is well deserved. But this should not blind us to a certain amount of gold among the dross. The trouble with this new science is not so much psychoanalysis as psychoanalysts, the people behind it. We might mention the professor in charge of a certain well-known clinic who devotes his life to the study of ink blot tests, the Rorschach test. The patient is made to drop a blot of ink on a piece of paper and is suddenly asked what he thinks it looks like. Being rather puzzled and humorous, the patient usually grins and says something like, "Oh, it might be an elephant with warts." Whereat the professor assumes a faraway expression and murmurs, "Very significant. Most interesting. An elephant, yes, with warts, exceedingly interesting." This case is not unusual. He's mocking. This case is not unusual, for the strange ways of psychoanalysts and psychiatrists would fill many volumes. I have heard fully qualified MDs discuss the case of a small boy whose propensity to bedwetting was undoubtedly due to his unconscious identification of himself with Jupiter Pluvius. Doctors. Still more significant are the gathering of doctors and patients for summer schools where people take you by the hand, look into your eyes, and ask you whether you are an extrovert or an introvert. Jesus. Indeed, such forms of psychology have swiftly acquired all the symptoms of crank religions. But just as there are half-wits and charlatans, as well as true students in mysticism and occultism, psychology also has its heights and depths, both as to its ideas and its practitioners. There are, too, the same internal conflicts, the same bigotry, the same dogmatism, the same personal idolatry, but one could hardly expect otherwise, and the mutual contempt of religion and psychology is but the pot calling the kettle black. Look at me, I don't need religion. Look at me, I don't need science. Look at me! The worst thing that Bill Nye the Science Guy, he debated Ken, what's his name, that built the Ark in Tennessee. He debated that guy. And we might well know where I fall on science and stuff, but like, his biggest thing was like, I wish it hadn't turned into a look at me contest. He's like, I'm just trying to be a scientist. I'm not trying to win a debate. This isn't a battle. This is education. And it got turned into a circus. Win or lose, it got turned into a circus. And he's like, that's not what this is about. It's not about turning things into a circus. It's about learning. So it's like, that's why we're doing this, like, why we're taking shrooms. We're not, ooh, go have fun. No, it's like, if you're going to do this, you got to learn. You got to figure out what the hell's going on. Why are we doing this? What's the best way to do this? Let's get back into it, okay? He wrote the book, I didn't. I'm just talking. In spite of all, however, psychoanalysis has a definite and valuable contribution for students of religion in our time. I say in our time because psychoanalysis is essentially a modern remedy for a modern ill. It exists for that period in human history for which the unconscious is a problem. And a problem it has been since man began to imagine that all his difficulties of soul and circumstance could be solved by the unaided power of human reason. Maybe we can figure this shit out. The ancient paths of mysticism and occultism resolved the problem of the unconscious from the very beginning, even before it became a problem, for their first requirement was that man should know himself. Whereat he very quickly found that the huge brute forces of nature had their counterparts in his soul, that his being was not a simple unit, but a pantheon of gods and demons made of this shit. In fact, all the deities of the ancient theologies were known to the initiated as the inhabitants not of Olympus, but of the human soul. They were not mere products of man's imagination any more than his heart, lungs, and stomach are products of his imagination. On the contrary, they were very real forces belonging both to nature, the macrocosm, and man, the microcosm. Occultism was thus the art of living with one's gods and demons. And you had to know how to deal with them in yourself before you could deal with them in the universe. The ancients understood the laws which man must follow in order to live with them. How by love the gods would become your friends and the demons your servants. In every initiation rite, it was necessary to pass through that valley of the shadow where the neophyte comes face to face with the dweller on the threshold and all the most terrible powers of the psyche. Ugh. But the rite could only be successful if he faced them with love, recognizing them as manifestations of the same divinity which his own true self. By this love, he broke their spell and became a true initiate. Forgot about that. That was really, wow. Who's ever done that? I haven't done that. I haven't even taken anything that's ever done that. Man, they used to do that? But man became over-rational and forgot the gods and demons, relegating them to the realms of outworn superstitions. He looked for them in the skies and found only infinite spaces, dead rocks, and orbs of burning gas. He looked for them in thunder and wind and found only unintelligent forces of the atmosphere. He looked for them in woods and caverns and found only scuttling animals, creaking branches, shadows, and drafts. He thought that the gods were dead, but in fact, they became much more alive and dangerous because they were able to work unrecognized. For whereas the old occultists began with the principle, know thyself, the rationalists began with, rule thyself. They chose what they considered to be a reasonable pattern of character and strove to impose it on their lives without any preliminary exploration. They forgot that it is impossible for man to behave like a sage until he has first come to terms with his inner pantheon. As a result, he could only achieve a poor imitation of the sage's behavior because he had not done the necessary groundwork. For this reason, the rationalist, puritanical mind is a veneer above a muck heap, an attempt to copy greatness by wearing its clothes. But when psychologists began to have the idea of the unconscious, this was simply man's fumbling rediscovery of the lost gods and demons. Oh, we're finally getting back to the root cause of it all. Us. Naturally, experienced occultists of both East and West were inclined to smile. For to them, this new force called the unconscious had never existed as such. It's always been us. And when people started talking about the unconscious as if it were just a repository of repressed sexuality, the occultists laughed outright, knowing that it contained far more powerful divinities than the libido, who was just a little imp dancing upon the surface. A little imp dancing upon... It must have seemed funnier still to hear the unconscious discussed as an individual with secret, dark designs and an unfortunate habit of wanting and thinking in direct opposition to the conscious. For the unconscious is not an individual. It is simply that about himself which man does not know. As such, it is a purely relative term, because some people know more about themselves than others. Symbolically, it may be represented as an individual, for in dreams the unknown aspect of men and women presents itself as a woman. Oh, here we go. Let me restart that. I thought maybe... For in dreams, the unknown aspect of men presents itself as a woman, and vice versa with women. But actually, when it is said that the unconscious does this or that, it means that certain particular aspects of your internal universe are on the move without your conscious knowledge. Shit's going on and you just can't see. The concept of the unconscious is nevertheless important to modern students of religion and occultism, in that it is a reminder of the forgotten gods and of the place where they are to be found inside us. Too many would-be mystics and occultists try to follow the rationalist technique of discipline upon themselves without first understanding the nature of the thing to be disciplined. You have to come to terms with the gods before you can ignore them. And those who jump straight from ordinary ways of living into the complex disciplines of occultism are inviting trouble. It's like when you're trying out for the show alone, and it's day one, they leave you alone, and you're like, oh shit, I'm alone. And there's wolves. And you give up. Yeah, you're gonna. If you're not used to being around with wolves behind you, you're all alone. I've seen it. Like 7 seasons of it already. We're getting there. For until those terms have been made, the gods rule us, although we have a way of persuading ourselves that their often unreasonable dictates are our own free and considered choice. Thus, imitation of the sage is often a device put up by the demons for our own destruction. We're gonna get ya. With ya. For modern man simply does not realize that until he has been through the valley of the shadow, his life is not his own. You're gonna have to die. Until he looks within himself, seeks out his hidden pantheon, and overcomes it by love, or what psychologists call acceptance, he remains its unwitting tool. In all the modern philosophies, yoga, Buddhism, the Greek mysteries, the Egyptian mysteries, this exploring of the unknown self was the essential first step. And now the same thing is attempted by the psychoanalyst, using a different technique and terminology. That there are failures and mistakes is only to be expected. For here are men trying to work out the divine science on their own with little recourse to the experience of the ages, though to this there are few notable exceptions. And though students of religion may be offended when religion is ascribed to repressed sexuality, it must be remembered that in many cases this may actually be true, and that psychologists have had insufficient opportunities to study that comparatively rare phenomenon, the genuine mystic or occultist. For what would such a person want with psychoanalysis? I gotta start reading better. The warning to the beginner, however, still stands, for unless you really know yourself, how can you say that your apparently noble aspirations are what they seem to be? Thoughts are often wolves in sheep's clothing. Then is the first step on the path a visit to a psychoanalyst? Unfortunately, the matter is not quite so easy. If you can find a competent analyst, perhaps. But the profession of analyst attracts many who need their own medicine more than any of their patients. The reason is that psychoanalysis has not yet had sufficient profundity of experience to judge its own results. Remember, this is written in the 60s. To institute a hierarchy of... There's like self-awareness now. Like there's good... Like if you... just don't go to a psychoanalyst. That's all I'm saying. Down with psycho... If Freud was alive today, I wouldn't do that. That'd be gross. I'd have to wipe it off his shoes. Maybe buy him new ones. What do you think he'd wear? Dockers? There is another alternative, though the professional analyst usually regards it with horror. That is, to analyze yourself. It needs care and a pair of feet planted firmly on the earth. But if due regard is paid to the rules, it can be done. You can follow the age-old techniques of meditation, and you will often be safer in your own hands than in those of an analyst. Of course, it is risky, but meditate. I swear to God. Remember last week, I was like, dude, if you try and get me to friggin' meditate, I am gonna throw it. I can't, because I'm almost done. Of course it is, yeah, of course it's risky, but in these days, so many people expect a safe way to wisdom. The way to wisdom is, however, a great deal less safe than the way to making a fortune. It is perhaps the riskiest and most worthwhile thing in the world, but you should not start out on it unless you are prepared to break your neck. It's kind of an ominous end. Alright. Know thyself. That's kind of where we're at. I like that. That was a good ending. That wasn't like, hey, let's go look at the moon. Alright, everybody. Thanks for sticking around on that one. I'm gonna take another drink of this splat. Whoever sent it to me, thank you. It tastes great. Mm-hmm. I don't know if any of what I'm reading makes sense. I think that's like the crack of it all. The crack in the Liberty Bell. The crack in the, foundation of it all. Like, nothing's really, like, permanent. And it's like, I think this stuff is just supposed to float in, mess with your head a little bit as you're listening to it, and you're just like, it's like, hey, let's all go look at that friggin' moon, yeah? So, let's scroll me out. We got Pops coming up tomorrow. I got my 3 people who are great unknown. I think it's great unknown. Bill D and CCS. Alright. Sweet. There we go. Bill D, there you go. Jesus Christ, good idea. You've been talking to Derek Anderson. You have a bottle of that in the what? No, you don't. I swear to God. Okay. You guys are talking about. Here we go. Max, Sloan, have a great one later to you. Alan, bye to you. Jolie, I love the emotes. Daniel, I love you as well. Clean Girl, love, peace, but I love that. Derek Anderson, thank you for an awesome Monday. Great start to the week. You're a great start to my week, Derek. I promise it. I promise. Mike Bearball, you have a great day. Good day. I drank it. See, I drank it, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I'll drink it. I'm not gonna like pour it out or anything. So whoever, if you sent it and you're not like owning up to it, fessing up to it, good on you. Be that guy or lady or gal or whatever. Brock, did you get high? All this, I've been. I'm just like really. I was really like trying to like focus in on the reading, and because of my teeth, and I have like enunciation issues anyhow. So it's like, well, I gotta focus in. It's not, now I'm on my own. It's like, oh shit, I got people to talk to. So Daniel Cunningham, somebody help Daniel Cunningham. It's gonna be an amazing week. Said Niffer Mama, Mike Weber, have a great day. Nerd Nature, love you folks. Great unknown. There we go, great unknown. Lord Divine, have a fabulous day. Jesus Christ, bye, Brock. Take care of you. Jesus Christ in Australia. Sharon Sparks, love to you. You guys, no, I don't. No, you guys are funny. Streetglide, great to see you. I swear to God, I was like, oh man, I wonder where he is. I hope I see him soon. Hiccup, good to see you. I have, with a ketchup. I have art, but I don't know if I'm gonna show it to y'all. I posted it quickly, but I took it down because I don't think it's done. But I was gonna show it, but I'm like, I don't know if I should. So Jesus Christ, Herbie waves out. Peace to everyone. Paige, have a good Monday to you. Benjamin, I'm taking my fucking time here. Mike Barrymore, cool Brock. Kim, Brock, I fly every day. Let's go. I'm skipping names here because that's what I can do. MDK, you have a good day, Brock, and I'll see you hopefully next Monday. You know how it all goes. The was Brock to you, Brock and the crew. Brock, come to Colorado. I wouldn't. See you later, everyone. And I always wander off, Herbie, and I can barely read it at all. Have a great Monday to you. Here we are to stay strong, to have a and a why, and with the real. I have real friends. I am a real friend. It's gonna be a good day, MVP. And then we've got Michael Brown, and I think I've got caught up. Alright. Love y'all. Be safe. Remember, if you give a hug, you get a hug.